Oh, hello guys! For today's lesson, we will talk about the time and space complexity of algorithm. Algorithm analysis involves evaluating the efficiency of an algorithm mainly in terms of the time, complexity, and space complexity. Kumbaga, it measures the time and space complexity sa bawat algorithm na ginagamit. What is time and space complexity? Time complexity measures the amount of time an algorithm takes to complete as a function of the size of the input, typically denoted by n. It represents how the execution time of an algorithm increases with the size of the input. Ibig sabihin, it depends the time na makonsume ng isang algorithm sa input size. Space complexity measures the amount of memory an algorithm uses a function of the input size. Sa space complexity naman ay nagdidepende ang iyong algorithm na ginagamit sa laki ng specs ng iyong computer. I have an example of algorithm using a Python code. I have a list of an array with the 9 elements. The variable even num equals the empty list for loop with a variable of num in array. Ibig sabihin, ang value ni array ay ipapasa natin kay num. Then, the condition of num modulo 2 equal to 0. Ibig sabihin, ang lahat ng elements na meron ka num na ma-divide sa 2, lahat yun ay even numbers. The even nums that append with num, ibig sabihin ay lahat ng even numbers ay ilalagay kay even num na may empty list. How to calculate the time and space complexity? First, break your algorithm or function into individual operation. Second, calculate the big O of each operation. Third one, add up the big O of each operation. Fourth, remove the constant. And last, find the highest order term. Here's the example of algorithm to find the time complexity. With even nums equals empty list, the even nums equals empty list is equals to 1. The worst case of for loop is equals to 1 plus n. The worst case of condition is equals to 1 plus n plus 1. The even nums that append with num is equals to 1 plus n. The print even nums is equals to 1. Then add up the big O of each operation with the time complexity of 1 plus 1 plus n plus 1 plus n plus 1 plus 1 plus n plus 1 with the result of the order growth of 3n plus 6 equals the big O notation of n. Now, let's calculate the space complexity of the variable and structure. Space complexity of an array, even nums, and num. Those are the structure and variables. Space complexity of R is equals to n. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ilan ang malagay na elements kang array. The space complexity of even num is equals to 1 kasi nag-initialize lang siya as a variable. Same with num equals 1 also. Then add up is equals to order of growth of n as 2 or equal to big O of n notation. So, the time complexity and the space complexity of algorithm of getting the even numbers of an array is big notation of n. That's all for our lesson. Thanks for watching.